Welcome to the Leader Life Sciences stand here at WHX Labs in Dubai 2026, where I'm joined by Rahaf and Sabu. Thank you for joining us. And of course, we've spoken with Leader Life Sciences here before, a lot about their technology, but really it's not just about a single technology, it's about buying into an ecosystem, isn't it, Rahaf? Tell me more about that.
Absolutely, rightly said. And the way that we work at Leader Healthcare Group as a whole is that we always try to integrate solutions, and that happens in two layers, right? So the first layer is the technology. So we're always traveling across the globe to bring in the most innovative biomedical sciences and analytical technologies into the region and pushing it, let's say, towards different applications that are very specific and niche to the UAE or the GCC region as a whole. The second layer, of course, is, let's say, the information download, as Mr. Sabu likes to say, of putting in our, let's say, application scientists and engineers to execute that into perfection and ensure the seamless integration with the end users and the, let's say, region-specific applications that are here.
And ecosystem must be incredibly important to you with your COO hat on, Sabu.
Absolutely. The whole purpose here is that at Leader Group of companies, we've been around for the last 18 years. And in the last 18 years, you see certain gaps in the industry where you feel that that is a particular gap that must be filled in to ensure that the end users get the maximum output of all those technologies that are there, whether it is longevity, whether it is animal sciences, and so on and so forth. So this is the crux of the whole endeavor that at Leader Group we are trying to fulfill.
Helping your customers, helping your partners get the most out of the technology. How do you work with them to ensure they are getting the most from their investments?
Absolutely. I mean, in a lot of projects, or a number of very important projects that we've worked in, I mean, with the fast pace of life sciences as a whole, a lot of new applications emerge. And for that, a customer, let's say, would have a particular technology. How do we get to use it for different applications? And that's why we always say that, let's say, our after-sales services and pre-sales as well is extremely important and very strong to our entire, let's say, solutions that we provide. A single solution, it does not mean that we have to bring on board or acquire a different set of workflow. So that's why we're here, and that's why we call our customers our partners instead, because we, let's say, partner with them in discovery to ensure that, let's say, their application and their objectives are met, and the technologies that we provide them are very well utilized to the maximum, because that's the real success.
So just to add on what Rahaf just mentioned, that Leader Group of companies, Leader Life Sciences, it's a very technologically savvy industry that is there. So there's not much resources that are available here who can make that real impact in the region. And to make sure that this technology is embedded into the system, it is important to have research analysts and application specialists, scientists on board at Leader Group of companies to work with the end users as well. So this, I think, is very important, and that's an important feature at Leader Healthcare Group of companies. To add to that, again, it's very important to have engineering support. And this is because it's a concept to completion. And for that to run seamlessly, the engineering support, and it's not just a 9 to 7 job, it's a 24/7 job. And that's important to understand. So I think that makes a difference to the industry as a whole.
And finally, very briefly, what kind of research ecosystem do you hope this region will be known for, and what role do you see Leader Life Sciences playing in that?
So when it comes to, let's say, the UAE or the GCC as a whole, it's a very fast-moving and technology adopting region, which is definitely a very a great, let's say, place for us to be in. So there are a couple of applications that are definitely going to be, let's say, the focus points of the GCC, specifically the UAE, like cell and gene therapy, CAR T therapy, which will definitely help out a lot in the rare diseases that we see here. And then when it comes to complete automation and embedding AI into research from research point of view, because right now we're seeing it in diagnostics and so on. So that's really where we see, and most importantly as well, I mean the trendiest word out there right now is longevity in that sense. So a leader healthcare group as a whole is addressing that in a different way. I think Mr. Sabu could add more to that.
Yeah. Finally, Sabu, very briefly.
With the kind of research that is moving away from Europe and US into this region, I feel that this is going to make the center stone of all research. This region will become that. And it's our endeavor to make sure that the resources are deployed properly to ensure that we support the community.
It's a great vision for the region. Thank you, Sabu and Rahaf, for joining us here today. Thank you.